Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for joining us tonight. Haley is on assignment. Topping our news at this hour, first it was the release of surveillance video showing a Punta Gorda police officer shooting a woman during a training exercise. Now, an audio recording of that officer's termination appeal hearing has been made public. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates has more. All right, we'll try to get back to that story in a little bit. In other news tonight, a follow-up now, an investigation at a Palmetto Middle School. Detectives are investigating allegations a staff member at Lincoln Memorial Middle School inappropriately touched a student. At the school today, detectives from the Palmetto Police Department interviewed students. The incident report describes the allegations as lewd and lascivious conduct. Manatee County School District officials say those allegations resulted in the immediate removal of a teacher from the classroom and any student contact. So far, no arrests have been made. We talked to a former principal of Manatee Elementary School who said it is important to take each allegation seriously.
You need to investigate it thoroughly, get to the bottom of it, and you need to put the time in, because an investigation like that is going to require time.
We did reach out to both the school district and the police department. Neither is willing to comment since it's early in the investigation. Congressman Vern Buchanan is reaching out to Governor Rick Scott in an effort to bring more funding to the Suncoast to fight the ongoing opioid epidemic. Buchanan sent a letter to the governor today requesting a significant portion of the $27 million the state recently received from a federal grant. Buchanan says the Suncoast needs special attention because Manatee and Sarasota counties had the two highest rates of fentanyl-related deaths in the state in 2015. In his letter, Buchanan told the governor that the district is suffering and the money will save lives. In Bradenton, city officials are looking at ways to bring more affordable housing within the city limits. During tonight's city council meeting, they'll talk about some new strategies to add more housing over the coming years through a new partnership program with the state. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick joins us live from outside City Hall with more tonight. Jess?
Good evening, Scott. It's called the state's Local Housing Assistance Program. The city of Bradenton has been receiving these funds since the 90s, totaling more than $6.5 million. It's all part of a joint effort between the city and the state to both create and preserve affordable home ownership here on the Suncoast. Tonight, City Council is expected to approve another 3-year partnership with the state. This money is set aside to help low and moderate income families with living assistance. It's used for things such as providing loans for first-time homeowners, home repairs, and reconstruction. It also helps the city acquire apartments that can be turned into affordable housing. Also, rental eviction prevention for those in need. Now, each year the city receives between $300,000 and $500,000 for the program, but the city's housing and community development manager, Vicki White, says that could all change depending on how our state lawmakers handle the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. White says in the past, lawmakers have raided the trust fund to try to balance the state budget. Now, that meeting did just get underway. Coming up tonight on ABC News at 11, I will take you inside of this meeting and tell you what these plans are coming forward. Also tell you how City Council votes tonight. Live in Bradenton, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Jess, thank you so much. Let's get a check on our weather now at this hour with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Hi, Bob.
Hey, Scott. Winds finally switching around to the west today, at least near the coast, and really all the way to Lakewood Ranch, Omak, and Maca City. But inland after that, it has not switched around, and temperatures warm today in the low 90s. Get used to it because it's going to be a little bit more so. I think it's going to spread off to the west a little bit more tomorrow. But the west wind is keeping temperatures quite nice right near the coastline into the mid 80s to low 80s in cases, and we'll see that through this evening. Currently at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport, it's shaping up like this. We have sunshine, 82 degrees. And the dew point is at 66. Winds out of the south-southwest at 10. The pressure has been holding steady now at 29.85 inches, still fairly high. There's the temperatures I mentioned, 91 at Lake Placid, Sebring at 89 degrees, 87 Avon Park. But within that 10 to 20 mile range, we still have that west wind, so it's keeping things cooler in Northport, Bradenton, 83 degrees. The Gulf water temperature warming up at 78, and looks as though we'll see a pretty nice night. We'll look for mostly fair skies through the evening. Temperatures a little bit on the warm side in the low 70s, and look for the dew point and humidity to come back up a little bit, so we could see a little bit of patchy fog to start things off on Thursday. More in your forecast for the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. As we told you earlier last week, surveillance video was released showing a Punta Gorda police officer shooting a woman during training exercise. Now, an audio recording of that officer's termination appeal hearing has been made public. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates joins us now with a closer look. Bobeth.
Well, it was just about 3 hours worth of recording with witnesses giving shocking details of what led up to the shooting, as well as Officer Cole's battle to get his job back. This police department surveillance video shows the last moments of Mary Knowlton's life. In it, you see Knowlton, who's participating in a role-play scenario with Officer Lee Cole. Because of the graphic nature, ABC 7 won't show you the moments when Knowlton was shot and fell to the ground. But an investigator's recording from Officer Cole's hearing last week tells another side of the story.
Lee goes into his growling, acting like he's on the phone. He gets to the front of the car, picks up the pistol, fires one shot. That shot ricocheted off the seam of the hood and the passenger side fender. As he's walking around the car, he's firing additional shots. Two next rounds ricochet off the hood, strike Mrs. Knowlton, one in the abdomen and one in the left elbow.
Lieutenant Terry Cochran is the Punta Gorda police officer who worked alongside the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to investigate the shooting. He testified that Officer Cole didn't intentionally shoot Miss Knowlton. However, he does believe Cole should be held accountable for her death.
Do you think Officer Cole did anything wrong?
Yeah,
What?
he killed a 73-year-old lady during a training exercise.
But then there's another school of thought and other details that make the situation even more complicated.
The ammunition Officer Cole was using was provided to him by his supervisor.
In addition to being given the bullets, the FDLE report points out that it is virtually impossible to distinguish the blanks from the live rounds once they have been taken out of the box.
The conclusion was that Officer Cole's and others' inability to differentiate blank rounds from live ammunition resulted in her death.
During the hearing, there was also testimony that a safety officer should have been assigned to the citizens training event to double-check the ammunition, but that was not done. Because of the discrepancies, Cole's attorney says his client should not have been terminated, especially since none of the other officers involved have received any disciplinary actions. Still, the man responsible for firing Cole stands by his decision.
He can't do the job because what he did was so onerous that people don't trust him, whether it's the public or his own coworkers.
Now, as a reminder, that hearing was for Cole's termination appeal. He also faces criminal charges, and they're being handled separately. In addition, the police chief, Tom Lewis, was also charged criminally. He has not been terminated, but is currently on administrative leave. Back to you.
All right, Bobeth, thank you. A local pilot up for a flight over Sarasota Bay walked away without a scratch after flipping the plane while trying to land on the water. Sarasota police say the pilot was trying to do a water landing at Hart's Landing, but the wheels of the seaplane were down. That created drag in the water, causing the plane to flip over. Good Samaritans at Marina Jack helped rescue the pilot after seeing him standing on top of the plane in the water following the crash. The Sarasota Police Department is investigating, and the National Transportation Safety Board has been notified. Police towed the seaplane to the 10th Street boat ramp. It belongs to a local charter business called Siesta Key Seaplanes. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, why homeowners in Venice could soon be paying more to help keep the city cleaner. And the countdown is on for the 2017 World Rowing Championships at Nathan Benderson Park as organizers ask for help before the big event, what you can do to get involved.
Introducing the all-new Alfa Romeo Giulia, a performance masterpiece. Race-inspired handling and lightning-fast response times take your drive to the next level. Find yours at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
At Bacon Furniture's spring clearance event, we've slashed prices on our most popular styles. Look for the red balloons for the biggest savings. Save 30, 50, even 70% off throughout the showroom. Bedrooms, dining rooms, sofas, chairs, recliners, and so much more. All at the lowest prices of the season. Don't miss the spring clearance event going on now only at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
The Wild Broadway series at the Players Center brings you the classic farce, Boeing, Boeing. It's the 1960s, and our swingin' bachelor is juggling 3 beautiful stewardesses from 3 competing airlines. But what happens when Boeing produces a faster plane? Comedy ensues. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit us online at theplayers.org. Opening April 26th, it's Boeing, Boeing.
Giulia from Alfa Romeo. Appearance. Performance. Power. Find yours at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Homeowners in Venice may soon see another tax increase. The Public Works Department says the increase is needed because it is struggling to come up with enough money to pay for garbage pickup. The increase would add another $4 a month in taxes over the next several years. Some residents worry that will stack up over time.
Well, most of us are on fixed incomes, with the greater population. That's what I think about, because everything else is going up, insurance, health care.
City Council is expected to vote on the increase in an upcoming meeting. And we'll be right back with the forecast for the rest of the week and then a peek into the weekend right after this.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wannabe Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and Services is qualified, and service calls are free. And Services.com, A-N-D, Services.com.
Well, a beautiful day if you like the nice beach weather. We've had it, although if you're a firefighter, again, it's been tough going. It's been dry out there and will stay that way. The Van Wezel webcam, though, does show the sailboats out there going across the bay at times, and just a few high clouds every once in a while streaming in from the Gulf, and it will make for a beautiful sunset tonight, which is just after 8 o'clock tonight. And you could see a photo sent in from a previous sunset. This was near Beer Can Island. Damon Powers getting this one near Whitney Beach and the north end of Longboat Key, and a beautiful shot it was right there. And the national satellite and radar imagery, at least showing this line of intense storms, has the potential of producing tornadoes into Arkansas and also into Louisiana tonight. This front is going to continue to weaken, though, as it moves to the southeast. The dynamics that are producing those strong storms are going to stay well to the north of us. We are not anticipating any rainfall chances really through Friday. A slight chance over the weekend, but not enough really to mention. By Monday and Tuesday, a little bit better. 82 degrees, and we have some fair skies right now. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 10. The pressure, 29.85 inches. That's relatively high, but not extreme at this point. We expect that to go a little higher. 84 degrees. The high today was a couple degrees above average, but that's because that wind turned out of the west-southwest this afternoon and cooled things there. 91 the record. We're going to be close to some record highs, I think, over the upcoming at least 2 days, and we will see the potential for some very warm weather over the upcoming days. I wanted to show you this graph right here. This is what we're looking at tomorrow. To start things off, we'll be in the low 70s, but we'll warm up into the mid-80s. That's even near the coast. Low to mid-90s anticipated in places like Arcadia, Wauchula, and places nearby, generally eastern portions of Sarasota and Manatee counties. Here's the RPM forecast model showing that line of storms weakening all night tonight and then fading away by Friday just to the north of us. There'll be a few showers for the Panhandle. Not much rain for us anticipated across most of the state. Will stay dry, and especially here along southwest Florida. Over the northeast, that low pressure area tracks off in the Atlantic, and this system gets going over the northern plain states with some snow falling as far south as Colorado. Looks like the mountains of Colorado will get some of that snowfall. Right now there's some snow falling in places of Minnesota and into North Dakota, even into South Dakota, getting a rain-snow mix there all the way up into Canada this evening. This all associated with an area of low pressure which continues to head off to the northeast. And that big storm over the northeast yesterday is weakening as it pushes off into the Atlantic right now. Still some showers into Maine and also out near the Cape. Now, on temperatures currently, look at this big drop all the way down to where that cold front is and where the severe weather is. 50 degrees in Kansas City, 72 though. Now in Chicago, Cleveland at 82 degrees, 71 in the nation's capital, and 80 into Atlanta. Well, here comes the cold air, and then all of a sudden it retreats as a high pressure ridge builds in over the upcoming days. We are anticipating near record highs across parts of the state of Florida. So that will be interesting to see, especially through Saturday and Sunday. Then we get a little cooler on Monday and Tuesday. South winds for boaters, 15 knots. And we'll have a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature, again, into the upper 70s. The low tide will be at 8:25 and a high tide at 2:19. Another low tide at 7:52. Sunset just at 8:01. Mostly fair, warm tonight, 68 for your low. Tomorrow, look for a day similar to today, although it will be a little bit warmer even near the coast. Low to mid-90s, well inland. South winds 10 to 15. We could even see a little patchy fog to start the morning off. And the extended forecast is calling for a slight chance for showers on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 30%. Less of a chance on Saturday and Sunday. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. A new bill making its way through the U.S. Senate could give states more control over fighting the spread of mosquito-borne illnesses. The Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee unanimously approved what's called the SMASH Act. SMASH stands for Strengthening Mosquito Abatement for Safety and Health. It would allow increased support for state and local mosquito control work and reauthorize laboratory grants supporting health departments' research and track infectious diseases. The bill now moves on to the full Senate. Florida Senators Bill Nelson and Marco Rubio co-sponsored the bill. Still ahead on your Suncoast News, we'll hit the links as Bob gives us a closer look at the Buffalo Creek Golf Course in today's Dream 18.
Coming up, the White House claims it'll be the biggest tax cut ever. Corporate taxes slashed. How will they pay for it? The state troopers shot while on duty tonight. A home surrounded. Residents told to stay indoors. And severe storms hitting right now. All of it coming up.
If you're trying to balance caring for your mother and being a mother to your children, we can help. It's what we do. Call Granny Nannies today.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
That is a pretty good breakfast. You're not even eating.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny had been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
It's the season of savings right now during the spring clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or stop by today and drive away in a 2017 Jeep Cherokee for just $18,999. And for a limited time, get America's best value, a new Dodge Journey for as little as $16,599. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
My dad is my hero, and I wanted to give him a chance to live life and be happy. Granny Nannies has been a huge help. It has contributed to the health and happiness of my dad, for sure.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
With less than 5 months to go until the World Rowing Championships at Nathan Benderson Park, organizers are now looking for find volunteers to help with the event. The director of the 2017 World Rowing Championship says they're looking to fill about 2,000 volunteer positions for the big event. 1,200 people have already signed up. Those interested in volunteering must register online to select the shift and position they'd like to work. Registration is open till the end of June. You can find more information on the registration process with a link to the form on our website, mysuncoast.com. Tonight's Dream 18 takes us to a very popular course in Manatee County. ABC 7's Bob Harrigan tees it up at the Buffalo Creek Golf Club.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Dream 18. We're here at Buffalo Creek in Palmetto. And joining me now is the GM of this fine course, Ryan Henderson. Ryan, thanks for having us out today.
Bob, thanks for coming out.
What kind of hole we got here?
This is our 9th hole. It's a par 5, one of the shortest par 5s on the golf course, but a very challenging hole. If you would like to, the bigger hitters can take it over the dog leg, leave yourself a little shorter second shot into the green.
That's what I'm doing. I'm a smart player. Yeah, okay. All right, let's give it a shot.
Perfect. Good looking swing there, Bob.
It's not bad.
Not at all.
All right, turned out pretty good here, Ryan.
Turned out really nice, Bob. Left yourself about 60 yards into the green here.
Yeah, I missed the bunker, which was good in the fairway.
Yep.
I gotta say, the fairway's looking pretty good shape.
Thanks.
Nope, short. Go, go. Is it just short?
Just barely.
All right.
That was a good shot. This Decision's yours on whether you leave the flag in or take it out.
Yeah, I'm going to take it out because the pin never stopped a good shot.
That's right.
Arnold Palmer said that, I think. I got it going a little left to right, about a ball. About a ball, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Ah, too hard.
Shot it left when it came off that fringe,
Came off the fringe. Yeah, that's why you should do that. Okay, here we go. All right, par.
Great
Not
putt,
bad,
Bob.
not bad.
Great putt.
Hey, Ryan, thanks for having us out here. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for watching another edition of Dream 18. So I ended up 1 over after 8 holes in Dream 18. And, you know, we got to tell you, it's pretty difficult. You know, you put a microphone on, you don't have much of a chance to warm up, and it's the only hole you play, really.
Yeah.
And, you do that. Great course, Buffalo Creek, you know, and they're doing pretty well in the fairways because of the lack of rainfall. And they also said that that course is getting better. It's Ron Garl designed, by the way, and he did a good job in some of the holes. I know there's one elevated green that I really like, too. I played a couple holes after that one, though, and did okay. In fact, that was the only hole I parred. Everything else was bogey.
Really? Well, that's a good thing we didn't shoot those.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Have a great evening. We'll be back at 7 o'clock with more news.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Nobody beats Subaru in service, quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALG named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month. Or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Bacon Furniture's spring clearance event, we've slashed prices on our most popular styles. Look for the red balloons for the biggest savings. Save 30, 50, even 70% off throughout the showroom. Bedrooms, dining rooms, sofas, chairs, recliners, and so much more. All at the lowest prices of the season. Don't miss the spring clearance event going on now only at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Everyone loves a bright and cheerful smile. Not everyone can find the dental care they need and can afford. Now there's a place nearby where anyone can receive professional quality dental care at an affordable cost. The LECOM School of Dental Medicine in Lakewood Ranch is now accepting patients. You will receive your care in comfortable, state-of-the-art treatment rooms. To schedule your appointment, please call the LECOM Dental Group practices, 941-405-1600. We will be happy to see you smiling again.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce.
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by 1 on any or all numbers and still win.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.